So, just to keep you all updated on what's going on with the presidential election, Joe Biden leads with 253 points, and Donald J. Trump leads by 214 points for now. So, I just want to make it very clear on this video that there isn't a such thing as voter fraud unless, well, I mean, I heard of tax fraud and, other forms of fraud, but not voter fraud. The Democrats are not um, cheating in this election, as many of you would fall for what Donald Trump is saying, because this is exactly what he's saying. He's saying the Democrats are cheating in this election. And it's still not true, because, first off, these trusted news sources, they pretty much know that this is a fair election, and according to numbers, whatever you're given, okay, that's what you have to accept. Okay, that's you just have to, just accept the fact that this is what you scored. So I'm not gonna, you can't just go off and say, well, I have a feeling that my opponent just, cheated on me, and that it was, completely unfair on that stuff. Now, going back to the point where I said in the video where Joe Biden has 253 points, and Donald Trump has 214. I wanted to take a look at something, because being that he has 214 points and Biden has 253, I was beginning to think, like, is Donald Trump trying to actively, try to do something to actually, stop Joe Biden from getting those votes? It's just really concerning right now, because I don't think none of us would actually like it, really. I mean, if you really need to, what you really want to do is you have to, when you're playing it can be anything. It can be a game. It can be a board game. It could be anything. You'd have to abide by, rules of, like, sports, presidential election, that stuff. And you can't do anything in your power to actually make the other guy lose, because then that would just, disqualify you if you, like, try to cheat. The same thing goes for, like hacking and modding on the Nintendo Switch. And, doing it over online. Some of that has to apply with, you need to play, these things by the rules. So, yeah. It wouldn't be surprising that Donald Trump would not want to play by the rules. He's currently trying to do stuff that will actually make him cheat in the election, which, therefore, I need to say, I actually want to say that, how I said how Donald Trump says that the election is rigged, and that the Democrats are cheating in the election, which the Democrats are not, obviously, so it's a lie, and that the Democrats are cheating. Well, I'd like to look at it as he can eat his own words when he says he's thinking the Democrats are cheating in the election, because that's pretty much what, that's pretty much what he's trying to do at this point. Alright, don't be surprised, but he is a narcissist. He doesn't realize that, whatever he says, he can eat his own words. And, like, narcissists are too stupid to actually look at it that way, so, yeah. But anyway, it's 253 points for Joe Biden, 214 for Donald J. Trump, and it's a fair game. All of it is a fair game right here. Not necessarily, you can't really, do or you can't really do anything about, the elections. Like, you can't cheat. There are rules that apply to a lot of these events, and, lots of, places have rules in them. If you're not going to, follow them and that stuff, well, what's the fun of, no, like, where's the fun in that? But if you're somebody like Donald Trump, you obviously just don't care. You just want to do whatever you can that will get you, like, reelected and continue the division and, the corruption of America. And that's all you're seeking to get back into the White House to do, when you are actually too stupid to actually figure it out yourself, because you're a narcissist and, most of America pretty much knows why you want back in the White House, so it's no surprise to me, really. Anyway, Joe Biden's in the lead right now in this election. Pretty much by a lot of points right now. Donald Trump is stuck at 214 right now. Joe Biden at 253. Now, the analysis says that this could end possibly by next week, which is November 12th, which is, well, it takes a lot of stuff to count polls and, all that other stuff. All of this is going to take some time here, so don't be surprised that we will not know who actually wins until next week, because, well, I mean, that's the reality here. It does take time to count all these polls and that stuff. So, we have to see what happens. We actually have to see what happens here. There's one thing that Donald Trump is actually wanting to do here. He wants to stop the polling count in the state where I am, which is Pennsylvania. And I'll just be honest with you. I view this as, completely unfair that he would actually try to do this. Um, I I don't think that the people in Pennsylvania are going to really accept that we should not have our polls counted here in the election, because that would can be considered, cheating in here, because every state has to have their polls counted and that stuff. But there could be like state regulations on, having polls being counted and, that kind of stuff. So, yeah, we just actually have to see what happens here. Eventually, polls are going to be counted here. And we would just have to, go from there and see what happens. Anyway, guys, thank you so much for watching. If you liked what was said here, please be sure to leave a comment, like, and subscribe. I know this election is, going on for a long time now, and this is gonna go on for, possibly until November 12th. So, hang in there. Hope Joe Biden gets reelected, because it's about time that America starts getting the safety and security that it actually needs, so that we can combat this coronavirus and that stuff. Keep Dr. Anthony Fauci in the coronavirus task force and help us fight this infectious virus. And Joe Biden will keep us all safe, and he's going to do whatever he can to make sure that he can stop the violent protests and make America a better country than what it needs to be right now. This is Charles Morse. Have a good day, and I will keep you updated when we find out more about the polling updates. See you all later.